We got Kev on the track, sitting here spitting some birds. It's the mayor's on the
Yeah, buddy. It's finally happened. Yeah, no, for sure. I was just being, what's the word? I guess making, not a joke, because it wasn't really funny, but just, yeah. Especially when you want your devices that the push 3 don't, yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna, like I have, I don't know, can you see does the battery level? No, I don't think it shows on here. Or does it? No, I don't think so. I have low battery right now, so we're gonna vibe out a little bit here with some Omnisphere. I've been like super busy last week with some other things, so I really haven't had a chance to create in a while. So yeah, I got some work done earlier today, and it was like, let me hop in here real quick. I got the email from FedEx. So this is the 30-day loan, and so I don't own it yet, but I'm going to do a series probably starting tomorrow, and yeah, just maybe do like some kind of like repetition, like daily something on the push 3, since I've been wanting it so long, and then by the end of the 30 days I'll know whether or not this is indeed, and I'm like 90% sure that's going to be the case. Although I was 100% sure that that the XY was going to be the thing for me, and it still is not entirely that. But yeah, hey, what's going on, DJ Sunny Side Up? How you doing? The sampling and drums will be amazing. Push 3 is fun. You just have to build muscle. Yeah, okay, for sure. That makes sense. Yeah, I think as a matter of fact, I think what I'll do is probably do what I was curious about with it mostly, which is sit on my deck today, since the weather is super nice out, and get it like plugged in and get it charged and everything, and kind of see what it actually feels like with a like as a standalone sort of situation compared to the Move. But yeah, definitely exciting. All right, talk about muscle memory. Like the fact that I haven't used Ableton in a while, like a week plus, I'm forgetting some of the breakthrough things that we discovered yesterday. Or not yesterday. What am I talking about? Last time with like automation, or some of the cool things we were doing. You prefer creating? Oh, that's easy. Definitely around people. Definitely, I prefer being out like this, like seeing people, versus like being downstairs in my studio. I don't even create in the studio. That's the thing. That's maybe sounds kind of weird. I was actually talking to my wife about it. Like, not that I don't appreciate the fact that I have one, but she works from home mostly, and she has a section in the basement that she uses for her office. But we were just like talking, like it could be beneficial for her, like having my studio, my office. But I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. That's a good question. I guess I like the energy of like people, I guess, right? So even whether it's creating stuff or if it's even like working, for example, like I like being seen, I guess. These aren't positive or negative traits. These are just things that I guess I know about myself. Like if I were at a cafe like this and I was sitting in a section that was like tucked away somewhere where no one sees me, and there are cafes like that I've been to. I don't typically gravitate towards it. I typically gravitate towards a position where I'm like almost the center of attention, I guess, right? No one can hear what I'm doing, but they know that I'm doing something. And it typically sparks good conversation sometimes if people, are curious enough to like ask about it. What if it is negative energy? Yeah, that's a good question. Sometimes you definitely could get that. I haven't experienced any negative energy personally when I'm being creative out and about. It's always either neutral or curiosity, and I just like, I guess, connecting with people. So these are good questions, though, for sure. I mean, I definitely know that about myself. Like, I wouldn't be home right now. Like, if I were to go home and do exactly what I'm doing right now. I mean, here's the thing, right? I'm doing a live stream, though, so like, even if I were to be home doing this, you guys, some of you, Benjamin, DJ Sunday Side Up, y'all are there, so there's still that connection. But if I were just like making music at home in the studio, no one around, and not live streaming, that's something I typically don't do that much anymore. I don't know. I don't know the reason for it, but it's definitely a good question. Answering in depth. I'm very curious. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And it's definitely not, for everyone. But let me talk about this drink that I got here. So I was doing, and I'm gonna actually I just finished editing a video. I'll probably drop it, or I think I do. Yeah, I have to do. I think I'm done with it. I think I have to just actually schedule it now. But it might come out tomorrow. But the cafe that I'm at here, I've done a couple of live streams here or live performances on my piano, and I would bring it like right over there like to the outside section, and I have a new setup that is different than the portable rig that I mentioned in my previous video, but it's an 88 key MIDI, and actually while I'm talking to you guys, can't we do this? It's an 88 key MIDI controller, MIDI keyboard. I would say super lightweight. And I have it connected to my phone, and I have this thing on my phone called Chord Module Pro, which is this, and it's basically like the like extremely high quality piano sounds or keyboard sounds, which is kind of crazy when you sit and think about it. It's actually kind of crazy. I have this also on my iPad, but the fact that I can have like a MIDI controller, and the way I'm describing it now, and just powered up, the MIDI controller powered up and creating like these great piano sounds through the phone is kind of nuts. Granted, when I'm doing live streams and stuff, maybe, having your phone, like I haven't been able to figure out how to I guess I could turn, I guess that's what I can do, turn off like data and everything so people can't put it in airplane mode, do not disturb and airplane mode. I just kind of realized something. Maybe that makes sense because sometimes people can call and it can mess up the whole flow. But yeah, it's wild. So I just need to still purchase I have to do a little bit more research, but I just want just USB-C to USB-C and headphone jack, and then I can turn this into both and then connect, boom boom, and then connect in terms of the speaker, right? I have my OB4 speaker, which is wireless. That's probably what I would use in this setup. But I also have these III. Sounds weird saying III. Speakers that are also really good, and they're wireless, right? So that setup could be one, depending on what I'm doing. Obviously, that's a little bit more to carry, two speakers, but I think that goes. I think the sound will be a little bit better with that. I know that the sound volume or loudness is a little bit not deteriorated, but it's just not as loud when you're using that wireless technology. But there's some more experiments to be done. But I definitely want to, and I'm excited about the weather getting nicer to start doing this again. So I'll probably reach out to them actually and see if we can get some more of these going. But that was a lot of words. Let's. You always sound so clear on these lives. What mic? Oh wow, that's interesting to hear, because I'm not using any mic but my my computer. That's interesting. There's. I have to find my. What is it called? The Tula mic. I have that, and I've used that in the past, but I don't know where I put it. But it has, because I'm just not going to talk for a second. I'm going to look at the level. Yeah, so you guys are getting a lot of background noise, I imagine. Because I'm looking, it's not, when I talk, it's not increasing the mic level that much. Yeah, the Tula mic has the ambient, noise cancellation. So I need to find that, because I can just have that, one more thing, right? Which is, in these live streams like this, I kind of like having things a little bit more on the less things connected side, more discreet, I guess, or something. But I know that it does make a big difference in terms of the mic quality. Oh, cool. That's good to hear. Yeah, so I've actually thought of that too. As long as people can hear me, having some of the background noise, as long as it's not crazy loud, which sometimes it can get that way because sometimes they're doing, they make their own coffee and stuff. Well, obviously, but they have loud machines and stuff here. So I've listened back to some of my live streams in the past and was like, whoa, that's much louder than I even realized. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's I don't know what I want to do now. Let's keep building here, keep creating. I think there was something that happened. Somebody became a channel member on my channel, which really was awesome. But there's no way. Like I wish that YouTube kind of lets like it's a big deal if someone decides to click that channel member thing, and I kind of wish that they let me know. I just kind of happened to randomly see it, so I actually reached out to the person, and I think it was because this particular individual was curious about the OB4 stuff I was doing, and I did like a OB4 like uncut video of just doing some random stuff on there, like stuff that I was doing DJing on there, and I did it as a members only, and I guess I'm assuming he saw it and wants more of that, so it's cool. Like there's a thing on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it real quick here. Let me do the screen share one sec. So there's a thing on YouTube where it's like, let me see, YouTube channel member homepage. Let me see. I don't know if that's not really as accurate as I want. So there's basically a section that you can do on your YouTube homepage. Like, let me see. I go here and I go to my homepage. I think when I get 10 channel members, I believe that I can opt in to this thing where right here it shows like a random listing of the channel members, so like they're shown on my page, which is kind of dope. But I do understand the importance of making the channel member, like I have a lot of videos that I've done members only, but making it something that's worthwhile. And I have some more thoughts on that, but I definitely want it to be a little bit more of a collaborative thing with you guys. But that is something that's exciting to me, right? To have something that I can just continue to deliver some additional bonus content to people who are interested in it. And yeah. Anyway, let's get back to some. Oh, and if anyone's interested in doing that, I think you can go to youtube.com/courtmaster/membership, and that will bring you to here. And this is the video that I was referencing right here. As a matter of fact, the other video that I just mentioned, that might be a channel member video too. You kind of remind me of how he looks. Oh, that's funny. Let me see how he looks. I don't really know how he looks. I do like, I mean, I don't know a lot of his music, but I know like one or two of his songs that he's done with Eminem that I kind of enjoyed. Let me see how he looks. Yeah, I wouldn't even know how he looks. Oh, wow, okay. The beard. Oh, yeah, okay. And I do have a bald hair, kind of bald. Yeah. All right, we only have a little bit of time, 18% battery life. Let's go back over here, and let's go back into Ableton real quick. I want to see. Oh, and also there's one other thing on here that I want you guys to. Damn it! What is going on here? Can I minimize this? That's weird. Let me just close this out. Okay. Yeah, one other thing I want you guys to know about, and that is my Substack. Actually, DJ Sunny Side Up, I'd love for you to check this out. I'm going to put this in the chat. Yeah. So www.chordmaster.com/Substack. So check that out. Throw your email in there. Do you use Ableton, or do you use any DAW, by the way? Ableton, or let me know what you use, because if you throw your email in there, I will send you a code for what I'm using actually right now. This thing here, Topaz. I still don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Yeah, this thing. FL Studio, okay. Yeah, I don't know if you know about Forever 89. Are you familiar with them? And Visco and Forever 89. And one of the developers from TE and from Ableton, like one of the long time, not founders, I don't think, but don't know? Okay, yeah, well, let me show you. If you're interested, it doesn't, I did a giveaway, and the person who technically won, oh, dope. The person who technically won the last code, he hasn't gotten back to me yet, so there's no way for me to send it to him. So I have an additional code, not to just give just randomly, but I mean, if it's something that you think, check it out and get in touch with me. If it's something, okay, gotcha, not really into, gotcha. So you use FL Studio and you sample in there mostly. That's your thing. And I appreciate you letting me know. 'Cause I'd rather someone who's into VSTs kind of, have access to this and check it out and stuff. So, but I know that you support the channel and stuff. You've been vibing with me for a while. All right. Anyway, let's get back over here. See how this is sounding. One thing that I see it again, muscle memory. I would like to be able to. I'd like to be able to. What do I want to do? Like get. I don't know. Be able to mute sections and then get what's only playing into a new section of the song. But that only works when you stop all the other clips. That takes it's the workflow is not quite right, but that's okay. Let's just see. Alright, so I want to, new, yeah, and this is sunny side, since that's the person I was talking to most. Alright, I got to bounce. Yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for hanging out for a little bit. I'm going to check out this Push 3, and I'll let you guys know how it is. Thanks for the feedback, DJ Sunnyside. I appreciate the insights about like the mic and all that good stuff. That's super helpful. All right, everybody. Peace.